Hey there, I'm Nathan Masters, founder of Simple Shot Shooting Sports. And if you're watching this video, you've taken us up on the offer to get a set of bands to make your own slingshot. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make your own slingshot from a fork off of a tree. So a couple things we want to pay attention to when we're looking for the perfect fork. One, we want to make sure it comes from solid, sturdy wood. So don't use rotten wood. Make sure that it's, if not green wood, at least well-cured dry wood. Second, make sure it comes from a deciduous tree. Now certainly you can use conifers, but generally conifers don't grow the forks we're looking for. Now speaking of that, dogwood trees have a very nice habit of making good forks. And we're just lucky enough today to find one off of a brush pile here. So we're going to show you how to take this branch here from a dogwood tree and make a slingshot. So what you're looking for a Y shape. Capital Y, not a lowercase y. Now certainly you can use a lowercase y shape, but look for the capital Y, just a nice symmetrical fork. What you're looking for is symmetry and thickness for the prongs and a handle shape that feels good to you. So one thing you can do before you start cutting, simply hold the branch and see if it's going to feel like a good slingshot to you. Finally, what we're looking for is we want about 4 fingers width between the prongs. So if I put my 4 fingers in there, then give myself a handle, that's a nice symmetrical slingshot. So this one will do. So we're going to make a slingshot out of this fork. So one thing you can do quickly is just make a mark. I'm just going to use these as references here. We've got some growth patterns here. I'm just going to cut right there. Now you can use a knife or a saw. We're just going to use a simple saw. Alright, so we've got nice even cuts, and I've cut 90 degrees, roughly 90 degrees to the growth. Now you can make these flat topped. I prefer to have them just 90 degrees at the angle of growth. Next thing to do is kind of figure out how long you want your handle to be. If you're going to shoot this in a fork supported grip, which is the preferred way, we can see here that anywhere below here is just wasted. So we could cut the handle right there, and that's where I'm going to cut it today. Alright, so that is your slingshot. We only have to do a few more things now. So all you need now is a pocket knife. So what we want to do is we want to smooth off these edges here. All we're going to do is just simply smooth it off where we cut it so there's no sharp edges. Now the reason we want to avoid sharp edges is we don't want to damage the bands. Now this is green wood that I'm working with here. If you find a dry fork, it may be a little tougher to do, but we're just simply smoothing this up. Now this is not necessarily a work of art. You can take it that direction, make it something beautiful. We're just looking for function right now. Alright, so one prong, nice and smoothed off. We're going to do the same thing to the other side. Alright, and that one's pretty smoothed off. Now I'm going to look here and just see if there's any rough spots where my hand's touching. I feel a few spots. I'm just going to smooth those up just a bit, but by no means is necessary. We are about ready to have a functional slingshot. Alright, so the slingshot's ready to go. Next thing, take the bands that you got from us. Now these are the rock chucker bands. Great thing about the rock chucker bands is they're made for just that, shooting found objects. We're going to show you how to shoot stones, the most readily available. You're also going to find in your set of bands instructions on how to attach the bands. I'm going to do it quickly, but you can go through there. As well as we've got a list of found objects that are good for shooting out of this band set. Alright, so I'm just going to band this up quickly here. First I'm going to kind of determine how I like it best in my hand. Okay, that feels good to me. Alright, one band attached. And the second band attached. Now we have a slingshot. It is ready to shoot. So let's test it out. I've got a few stones that I've found. I've just found creek stones. So what you're looking for when you pick a stone is you want a stone that's roughly spherical and try to avoid jagged stones. The reason being that jagged stones are going to deflect as they fly through the air. So round stones are definitely preferred. So we're set. Always wear your safety glasses. Let's see how this slingshot shoots. All right, it is really that simple. Slingshots do indeed grow on trees, and with our Linitex rock chucker bands, you can use all sorts of found objects. This is a great piece of kit to keep in your bug out bag. Slingshots are readily available. You can make these out of coat hangers. You're basically looking for a Y shape. Here it is with a tree fork. And unless you live in a desert, a tree fork I'm sure is close to you. So get out, find yourself a nice fork, share some time with the kids, find yourself some found ammo, and have fun slinging stuff downrange. We hope to see you at Simple Shot. Take care and shoot them straight.